What's up everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Patricia Prieto and this is my dog Ollie, and today we are going to film a get ready with me video. So you're going to see how I achieved this look today using a bunch of my new favorite makeup products. Why is it not focusing? Blah, blah, blah. Jade, Moonstone, Jasmine, again. Before we get started, as usual, please don't forget to like, to comment, to subscribe, and to turn on those notifications. It looks like that bell down below. And always remember that all my social media accounts are going to be linked in the description box below. So without further ado, time to get ready with me. All right? I have this Micro Essence Skin Activating Treatment Lotion, fresh with Sakura Ferment. Wow, from Estee Lauder. So a bunch of the stuff that I'm going to be using today is actually from Estee Lauder because they did send me a huge bag with a ton of stuff. So I really want to try it out. So this is the first thing that I'm going to do with my face. I'm going to prep it. Put a little bit on my hands and then I'm going to pat it on top. As usual, I have my roller on whenever I get ready because I don't want it to get in the way of my face whenever I put on my makeup. So first of all, I want to say thank you to everyone that sent over a suggestion. Honestly, I'm not the best when it comes to like these sort of stuff because I can be very shy, especially when it comes to talking about not even personal things but like just topics. So some of the questions like K-pop and K-dramas and about studying Korean or when did I become a fan of EXO. So these are a bunch of the questions that I got. This is for liquid foundation. So this is a brush from Sephora that I got a while back. There you go. It's actually personalized, which I love so much. So I am going to be using the Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup by Estee Lauder in Tawny. I don't normally use foundation, so good luck to me. The group that actually opened up the doors for me in terms of K-pop was actually BTS and Blackpink. It started when I had to make Instagram stories for Electric Studio because I do the social media for Electric Studio, and one of my co-instructors were actually was doing a theme ride on BTS, and I was like, why are all their music videos just so amazing? If you like K-pop music and music videos, you'll probably understand what I'm talking about. But I was so intrigued by that, and I found it to be such a breath of fresh air considering it's not what you usually see on the internet nowadays, because a lot of the music videos are not as elaborate as K-pop music videos, right? That was something that got me curious. So after that, quote unquote, like I went into that rabbit hole and I never came out. I started watching their Run BTS videos. It just went from one thing to another. That's how it started. And then I started listening to like Blackpink's like Whistle, and then As If It's Your Last was probably one of the things that really got me hooked on Blackpink. And I guess you can say the rest is history in terms of K-pop. I also started listening to Twice, and then I started listening to EXO. I feel that EXO is like my ultimate favorite K-pop group. That's how it began, and I think it was back in late 2017. Yeah, I was kind of late in the game. Like I always knew of K-pop, but I never really like dove deep into the K-pop music scene up until, yeah, 2017. Next up is powder. So I'm using the MAC in NC35 because I don't want to use anything too heavy. Since I have foundation on my face, I'm just literally going to put it under my eyes, here in my T-zone, and on my nose. Any part that I see that has a little bit of shine, that's what I'm going to cover right now. And there you have it. I don't normally wear this much makeup, but why not? Okay, this one's interesting. My life growing up. Growing up, I was lucky because my parents still allowed me to play outdoors. So there were a lot of things that I learned on my own. I think it was because I was really the type of kid that I like to explore and try and do different things. So I learned how to cartwheel by myself. I learned how to bike with the help of my cousin. She had a bike and I wanted that cute purple bike. I told myself I need to learn how to bike so that my parents would buy me a bike. and I did it in about less than an hour or an hour max, and my parents were so excited that they got me the bike the next day. We even had like a little bahay kubo. It was like a little bahay kubo that we turned into like a mini store. We would get chips from our own homes and sell it in our bahay kubo to make money. I think my childhood was super fun and I loved it so much, and to this day I still think about it a lot, and my cousins and I talk about it a lot as well. Like, we used to trade Pokemon cards, we would sleep over in each other's houses, we would like play PlayStation in my house, and then we would go to another house to have lunch, and then we would go to another house to do this and another house to do that. So it was super duper fun. I was also the first grandkid of my abuelita and abuelito, so I never met my abuelito, but my grandmother would always like, we would do funny things, like we would pretend to have siesta. So she would force my cousins and I to sleep, and we would pretend to sleep. And then as she would leave, we would be like, we would nudge each other like under the blankets, and we would tell each other like, she's going, like get ready to start playing. And we would literally like just jump on the bed, we would play hide and seek, Marco Polo, and then when we would hear her footsteps, because she walks kind of heavy, we would be like, you can't look like you move too much, just so that she wouldn't like notice that we were pretending to sleep. By the way, I am using the shade in the center, and it's eyeshadow 03 from the Nudes palette. This is what the palette looks like. I am using this shade right here. It's nice. It's got this really pretty glow. So if you want like a very natural looking sort of eyeshadow, this is what you would go for. And I'm also going to use it to go under my eyes. So let me just take a quick break from chatting your ears off to show you what I am doing. All right, so I used the nudes for kind of like the base of my eye, and then I'm going to mix it with something from the Glam palette right now. All right, and since we are doing that, let's go to the next question. Favorite perfume and candles. I should do a vlog on my perfume collection because I have a lot, and I actually saved a lot of my old perfume bottles, and before my mom would get ready to throw some of hers, I actually kept a lot of them. So I'm going to do that one day. We can skip the perfume question, but when it comes to candles, I love me a good Jo Malone candle. Candles and diffusers from Jo Malone are the best. Diptyque also has really good ones. This is one of my current favorites now. It's from Natu. It's the candle, and this is what it looks like. I swear you guys, even if it's not lit, like when I walk past this part of my room, you could smell it. It smells so good. So here in the Glam palette, I am going to put a little bit of gold. That's eyeshadow 07. This one, let's just put gold on gold. This one's a little bit more on the colder side of gold. The other one that I used was a little bit warmer. For under, let's go with this one. This is number 9. This one, it kind of like a green thing. There we go. Yeah, it's not that obvious. Actually, I love this palette. It's such a subtle set of colors. If you're not the type of person that wants like super thick colors on your face, this is super nice. All right, so that's it for my eyes. So for the blush, we have the Estee Lauder Pure Color Envy Cheek Palette Glow. Such pretty colors, look at that. I am going to use the one here in the middle and mix it a bit with this one. So that is the Pink Kiss and Brazen Bronze that I'm going to be using today. So I'm going to put the pink first and then the bronze after. So somebody asked, how do you plan your OOTDs? I like listing them down, especially when I know I have to shoot a lot of things. I list it down. Wow, this is super pigmented. I love it. I put a little bit of my chin and a little bit on my forehead, not too much. So I write them down. Every night I get a post-it note, and then I write down what I have to do, what I want to shoot. I stick it literally right by my bed, so it's one of the first things I see when I wake up, and it'll help me remember what to wear when I shoot. Do you experience breakdowns? If yes, what do you do po? I think everyone does, but yes, I do, and I have. What do I do when I experience breakdowns? I talk to my friends. I have a solid set of people that I know I can run to when I am experiencing something, and there are times wherein you want to be alone, and it's happened to me a lot, especially when it's like an internal struggle that I feel it's hard for me to explain to people. I cry it out, and then once I let it out of my system, I do things that make me happy. I eat things that I know are unhealthy. but it makes me happy, so I'll eat it. Another thing is I literally listen to music and then I just dance around my room, and if all else fails, I also study, because when I study Hangul, it gives me that sense of like control, because I take control of how I study, I take control of what I am reading, and when I'm tired, that's when I tell myself, okay, time to go to sleep. That's what I do. Don't worry if you're going through a breakdown or if you don't know what you're doing, it's totally fine. I cannot count the amount of times I have cried just because I felt sad, or I felt bad just because I just felt bad. Like, it's totally normal and it's totally fine, and I hope you know that you can get through it, and I hope you know that it's a momentary sort of thing. I actually have a few followers that have DM'd me. I don't check my DMs that often, but then I take time to reply to DMs when I can. If you wanna send me something, if you wanna chat, and if I have time, slide into my DMs and I will reply. By the way, special shout out to my sister Pauline, who asked, do you like me? Malamang I do. And my friend Tish that said to talk about her. By the way, just so you guys have a background, I have been friends with Tish since I think grade 7. We got really close in high school and she's one of my best friends, and I love talking with her. That's why I went to Korea with her. Speaking of Korea, please, if you haven't seen my vlog, I'm going to be putting the link down below so that you can watch it. Speaking of Korea again, somebody asked me about studying Korean. Why am I doing it? I was curious. I love K-pop. I love K-dramas. By the way, this is the Estēe Lauder Brow Multitasker. It has a powder, it has a pencil, and it has a spoolie. So this is what I use a lot, and I think I've even lost the bottom cap. I have always wanted to study a different language. It was supposed to be Spanish before, just because my family speaks it, and I don't know how. But I felt that I guess learning it would have been a piece of cake, since it sounds a little bit more like Tagalog. I knew a few words because of watching shows and listening to music, and then one day my friend Cheska asked me if I wanted to learn it with her, and I was like, yes, sign me up. How? So we DM'd my now sosingnim. Her name is Grace. If you want to look for her on Instagram, I'm going to put the link of her Instagram account down below. I actually was part of a class before. I think I'm the type of learner that I need to have somebody really look after me. So now, from being in a group, I did Korean 1.1 and 1.2 as a group, and now I finished 1.3. We were just 2, and then now we're moving on to 1.4, and again, it's just going to be the 2 of us. Someone also asked, where do I get my nails done? They are so pretty. I got them done at Tokyo Glam PH. So anyways, I'm going to do eyeliner now, and I am not going to talk. It's easy for me to do, but I can't keep moving my mouth while I do it. So we're gonna speed this up in 3, 2, 1, here we go. I use this Mirenesse as usual. There you go. Somebody asked how to be a good content creator. So I'm going to use this Pure Color Envy 420 in Rebellious Rose. Look at the packaging. There's actually a mirror. It's a nice pinkish looking color. And there we go. It's a nice pink shade. By the way, I'm going to be using my Dyson Coral for this one. That's what it looks like. I am actually going to work on a vlog with me styling my hair using this. How to be a good content creator, how to become one. It's not the easiest to become a content creator now, because of course your creativity is like stunted, especially if you're here in the Philippines, because you can't really leave your house. It's so hard because usually I like going outdoors to take my content, and now I just have to shoot everything at home. The challenge is kind of like something that pushes me, because it gives me like, it tests my creativity. There are a lot of times people just think like, oh, she snaps a pretty picture, she posts it on Instagram, and it's done. No, it takes more than that. But I want to let you know that the likes are not always what matters. I have come to the point in my career, I guess, that I now post what I like to post, and I guess when I don't get the amount of likes that I want, it doesn't bother me anymore. It used to, but now it doesn't. and I live happier, I swear. And also because the algorithm is like messed up, so don't get me started on that. I talked to a lot of people about that and how much I hate it. I post because I want to, and I create content because I want to, and because I love doing it, so that makes everything worthwhile. My favorite advice to tell people is to really want to do it. Don't do it because it's trendy. Don't do it because you feel like it's easy, because it's not. You feel like what you see on the internet is going to happen to everyone. It's always different. If you want to become something, if you want to try something, by all means do it. Try it. There's nothing stopping you. Everything is possible as long as you set your heart and your mind to it. So give it a go, because why not? Let me just take this roller out and get dressed into something a little bit more presentable, and I'll get back to you in a few seconds. Hold up. So I have my favorite roller brush, which I am actually going to use right now. Well, back then when I go to a shoot and bring this, I would bring stuff and I would spray it before I would go down, just to make sure that my hair is already protected before they put any like styling tools on my hair. So I use this one. This is a Tresemme Invisible Hold Natural Finish in 2, so the micro mist in 2, and then I close my eyes, hold it there for a few seconds, and then roll it out. There we go. So before I move forward with anything, also I just want to change my lipstick because the last one was a little bit too pink. So let us just go with MAC, and this one's in Mullet Over. I think you probably know why I bought it. It's because I love Lisa. There you have it. That is my get ready with me, and this is my look. And Ollie's here. There you have it. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching my vlog today. And from me and Ollie, stay safe, take care. Don't forget to like, comment, and to subscribe. And always remember that all my social media accounts are in the description box below. I'm going to put one of Ollie down below as well, so you can follow him. Have an awesome rest of the week. Until the next video, bye. Say bye, my love. Oops, oops.